up when they want.
There's no time.
There is a time.
Oh,
And
It
then
would
they never
it would
leave.
help if it was posted.
Do you have that, do you have Anthony's number?
Oh, he withdrew his
he
application,
withdrew
Joe.
his application.
He withdrew it?
He
Oh,
withdrew it
so
yesterday.
somebody else,
Yeah, there was.
I know there was one other one, who was that,
Eric.
You are?
Eric, he's here.
Oh, that's Eric. Okay.
You're
Al.
Eric Brand.
And then the
Oh,
other
okay,
original
good.
packet, I'm not certain of his name.
And who's
Al.
the other person then?
Al.
I can't
That's
pronounce,
Al.
I can't pronounce his last name.
Al.
It starts with an A.
Ahmed.
A
We live or no?
We
No, we
probably
haven't
are.
done anything yet.
Al.
Oh, I thought we had-
Ahmad? Was Al or Anthony the guy here last time?
Anthony.
And he withdrew?
Yeah, yesterday. Absolutely.
No, Lori.
I'm Lori Burgess.
Did anybody ask him to come?
We are live. Yes, Lori.
He did, okay, good.
We are live.
All right, the time is 6 p.m. December 10th, 2025. The City of Goodhue Council meeting at open public input for budget. Anybody got any?
We didn't have anybody last
All right.
year either.
Nobody.
So-
All right, we're gonna close public input. Call the meeting to order. Everybody stand for pledge of allegiance, please. Unless you can't, Joe.
Yeah, Jay, you don't have to.
Good.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next. Any amendments to the agenda? Oh, roll call, sorry, yeah. Roll call present, myself, Chris Schmidt.
Joe Benda.
Michael Brinkhorst.
Janine Nagel.
Lisa Letterman.
Eric Brand.
Sandy Bender.
Approve or amend the agenda.
The only amendment I have is we hadn't gotten a fire agreement, so we won't need to do that.
Okay.
I only added it just in case.
So we'll remove the top line of the new business Joint Powers Fire Association agreement. Get a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion.
So, second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Request to approve the minutes for November 12th, 2025 City Council meeting, which, remember, that was a council and or work meeting together.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, motion to pay the bills again.
I will make a motion to pay the bills.
A couple pages there, you could, at any time. I just don't want to forget.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Janine, you good?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Aye.
Opposed?
I'm just confused.
Motion carried.
There's several pages in there because she did a couple batches.
Oh.
All right, old business, the Holy Trinity Church water bill issue. Is there any update to that?
In the report there is. He came in asking, I thought he was gonna be here. but, the amount that they were billed that month was actual, not a catch-up, not a carryover, not in anything. It was the actual reading, that one large one.
Yep.
There was no carryover, no catching up, no anything. It's what they used that month before the leak got fixed.
With the leak.
Well, it was leaking, that large one, it had been, estimated up until that time, because we didn't get any comment, we didn't get any confirmation that it got fixed. So it got estimated, and it was not getting resolved.
Is it fixed now?
It is. Mhm. And there was, I put in the report that it was 9,000-ish gallons for the month.
So
of
it was
November.
like a leak
It was.
before the meter or after the meter?
After the meter.
After the meter.
So he,
So apparently there was no meter for a while, right?
And
and
what
then
was
they-
put in.
And then one was put in, and then that's when they started seeing the numbers just going.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't hire a plumber right away. Jason went with the
that's where his story.
meter,
Yeah.
noticed that there was a leak. He said, "There's a leak," with his little digital computer thing.
Yeah.
And then they got a plumber out there, correct?
After the bill came.
Yes.
He contacted them at least 2 times, saying you're still at a leak, because it shows up immediately
Yeah.
on his.
Basically, the machine tells you that the meter's still
Yeah.
Right.
constantly running.
And I think his point when he came to the meeting was he didn't know he had a leak because his water bill was the same every month. So how would he know he would have a leak? To which I'm like, that kind of was
Yeah.
shaky for me.
Well, and anybody, and I'm not saying that he isn't the one that looks at his bill, because I don't know if he looks at it or he has an assistant
Or somebody.
that looks at the bill, but like if, my household looks at the bill and I see a huge spike, I'm gonna ask questions. And that's the way
What
it
kid
should
left the
be.
tub on?
Yes.
And the first time, Jason, Jason said, he let him in and told him
That,
he had a leak.
that was another
And
part
then
of
the
the story
second
that was
time,
weird.
Jason went in and told whomever it was in the office, there's still a leak.
I mean, I think he owes what he owes. That's kind of how I feel about it.
I read something, and this might be off the wall, but did the fire department or somebody, was it the city or who? There's something in here about water again. And you were going to forgive.
That was the
That was the
school.
school.
Oh, that was the
Yep, that was
school.
the school. Theirs was a different issue.
It was being multiplied erroneously.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah.
Their meter was set up to read in
Cubic.
gallons, and we had
Oh,
it set up to run in cubic
okay.
feet.
Well, I
Meaning we were
didn't
both
wanna
voting.
set a precedence
Yep.
with one before I wasn't here for that meeting, so I didn't know what was going on there, but I read that and I thought, well, we gotta be careful so we don't set a precedence.
But I guess based on when the meter was installed, if it was technically zeroed out from when it was installed to when the last bill came after the leak, it shows that what was going through that meter is what he's getting billed for, correct?
In that month, because it clears out, it has the beginning and ending, and Lori only puts in the actual usage when she estimates
Okay.
in a different field, the beginning and ending remain.
As long as we can cover our end of it to show every month what it was
Yep.
and what he's actually using and what the meter read, then I think that we're good and that they, doesn't matter who it is, whether it's a church, school, or
Right,
a homeowner, you gotta pay. So, and I think it was what, 18?
1,800.
So, seems like it's pretty,
Yeah,
And he was billed, or estimated at 5,000, and after it got fixed, the next one said 6, and the next one said 9. So he was getting, and there was some months he was estimated at 3,000.
Yeah.
So it wasn't greatly under.
how many months, or how long did this go on that they had an exorbitant bill? I mean, it
Well, they didn't
seems
get
like
the
they
first
should have
bill.
caught it.
He thought, from what he said, he thought he had it fixed, he thought it was a kink. Now, I'm not certain what he meant by that, but then it kept going.
So- If I remember correctly, it was 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
That this
I-
went
I
on?
agree, Michael.
So what I believe, if I remember correctly, in 2024 they added the meter. And it was fine for a while.
Brief while.
Yeah, a couple months only, and then they noticed it, and
Yeah,
yeah.
We were just never given a confirmation that it got fixed, so as a courtesy, the estimate was used.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so like, for example, his water bill in November was 114. In October, it was 156. Then in September, it's 1890. I see what, yeah, that's what he was talking about. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the way
well-
we look at it is,
3, 4, or 5 months, that's quite a while to me. You know, if you got a problem, you would thought you'd have looked into it and taken care of it. Instead of just letting it go on and on and on and on.
I think it just,
You wanted to contact them and tell them it's staying, it's staying.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, thank
I
you.
think that's right.
Okay.
All right, next is the appointment to council vacancy. You have the 3 that were in your packet. One, however, has removed themselves, which leaves Alexander and Eric. I've never, not that it matters, I have never met this Alexander. And I don't know.
Amat?
Well, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed he didn't show up if he put his name down for it and he was told the meeting was gonna be tonight.
Well, yeah, right, and I mean, last meeting, Anthony was the only one that showed up, and we wanted to give it just a little bit more time, cause I think it wasn't that much into it, and then now he removed himself. Al still hasn't shown up. Eric shows up, and I think that says a lot in itself anyway. For 2 months, one person.
Yep, I agree.
So, are we thinking we give him a call and see if he's still interested, is he,
You can call them right now if you want.
that's what I meant.
If you have the sheet with the number.
Well, but we're gonna have another position open in a month.
Yeah, I mean, we have.
So, I mean, Eric's here,
I mean,
so,
I can call them just a courtesy to say,
well,
it's up to you guys.
I mean, what I would like to is, you know, if he's interested,
Okay.
show up.
Mhm.
You know, that's what I would really like to see, is these people to show up. So, I mean, like Janine said, we have another opening, so maybe we reach out to them and say, hey, are you still interested?
valid,
If you're
yeah.
still interested in doing it, why don't you show up
Mhm.
at the meeting? And then we just move forward with what we have today.
It was a voicemail message that Lori, she was not able to speak to him, but she did leave a voicemail message on
Oh,
the number.
even better, because,
She didn't speak to him directly.
well, I'm not saying even better, I'm just saying,
I get it.
yeah. So,
well, Eric's here, so
correct.
I'm all about that.
Isn't that like kind of how it works? You just show up, and
That's how it works.
isn't that what you did,
Well,
Janine?
Sandy.
Not here. Sandy, would you like to-
I'm kidding.
One's out, one's in.
Plus, we need somebody else, so.
Right. So you guys,
Someone would just need some.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Eric Brandt to city council.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Welcome.
Welcome, Eric.
Are you ready to start right now?
You can come sit right next to me.
I have a packet
Where-
right there, but first we gotta do the oath,
Done a few of those in my day already.
and we will give you that. And
We're what I'm worried about is we weren't getting anything in
You can just
January.
read this instead of me telling you what to read. You can just read it, and just put it in, and
Alright.
and then you can start when you're ready.
I, Eric Brandt, do solemnly swear that I will respect the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the State of Minnesota, and the Charter of the City of Goodhue, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the office of counselor of the City of Goodhue, to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge and ability, so help me God.
Welcome. Sorry, my hands are looking.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Whether you want it or not, I'll send the picture to you.
Oh, you got, okay,
Yeah.
okay, good.
So,
Welcome to
The
City
paper-
Council.
paper
Grateful to
might-
have ya.
now we just can't yell back and forth through our yards.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's done. New business. The 2026 fee schedule review. Were there any changes to that compared to last year?
Did you do the joint powers?
No, we're not doing that because they didn't drop anything off. That was part of the amendment. We
Okay,
removed
okay.
that. Sorry, Joe, I got you. So everything was the same, right?
There were a few changes.
Okay.
I'm just getting it up on my computer here. The changes that were done, water,
The water rate,
we went with a percentage. We couldn't use, it said in Jason's report, that we couldn't use a water rate study because there was so much of a water that was not being billed for, and it skewed the numbers massively. So we just decided to do a different approach and do percentage. There's 3 years of 5%, 3 years at 10%, and then raise the base from 23 to 25. And you can see the 2 tiers, 5%, 10% for that. The only reason I added, the edible cannabinoid,
cannabinoid,
Okay.
it's
But
THC.
that comes from the county,
I
right?
added that only because we had nothing. So I wanted us to have something, and the state says that it has to be $125. What I had in there originally was what Zumbrota had, and just 2 days ago, they said, the state told us we can't charge that much. So then I changed it to $125, which is what the state had. We don't have that issue now, but I wanted to have something so somebody,
Yeah.
we were ready.
How can the state tell us what we can and can't charge?
They do that for liquor
They do for
licenses.
liquors, yeah.
So why can you charge as much as we charge for liquor but not cannabinoids?
I don't know. So my question is about the cannabinoid is, edible. So,
It's gummies.
exactly, but does that include THC infused drinks?
Yes.
I'm not all up on that, so if she's saying yes, then.
I only know because I buy my cigarettes from that Red Wing guy. He'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, the only reason I say that is because I think there may be one in town.
What?
So
Oh,
it was corn. So I don't know if they still do or if they don't. I don't know.
Well, I never go there.
They
so
did at one point in time.
I
I don't
will
go there.
So
check it out.
yeah, just I mean not to raise a stink or anything, but maybe just let her know. Say hey, you have to have because like if you go to the Minnesota office of what is it, the OCM, Office of Cannabis Management, you can look up people that are registered in the state, and like in Zumbrota, Guilty Goose is registered.
Unless that guy's wrong and it isn't THC infused drinks.
I don't know.
So you're saying the drink part or the edibles?
Well, it's
What?
the drink part because there is.
No, that's already happening now.
Oh, it's a drink.
If the drink part is
Yeah.
happening, okay.
So, like I said, you can go to the Office of Cannabis Management and look up who's registered.
I was gonna say, because you need an extra license to sell a THC infused drink.
Correct. So, you can go in there and look and see who has stuff available, and they'll tell you everybody. Like in Zumbrota, Nielsen's, Guilty Goose, all of that. There was nothing in the city of Goodhue. However, when I went in there one day, it was they were advertising on like a poster board.
Well, let's see what the Google
That's
says.
because I've looked too, and it's been nothing.
Yeah, so I, like I said, I don't want to like just throw them out there, but we should probably make sure that our
Yeah.
community is pretty educated when it comes to that, and
Yeah, they need to know that, what they can. and
especially if they're doing well with it. I mean, hey, if you're doing well, great. Continue to do you. So everything that was stricken on here is stuff that was changed,
Well,
right?
that's interesting. If it doesn't-
Do we have anyone with a chicken permit?
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
I do know who that is. The other question I also had was the dog off leash. So if we don't have a city staff member who is in charge or responsible for catching dogs, who is supposed to be?
They're supposed to be calling dispatch, is what we've been told.
But dispatch doesn't catch dogs either.
No, so
I'm
But if you're
confused.
off it, if you're off the leash and at large, possibly.
So we had in our neighborhood, and we called Goodhue County. They sent out a deputy, and the deputy said, very nicely put it, that I'm not a dog catcher, but let me go and see if I can't try to find out whose dogs these are. And he drove around, and he ended up finding somebody that owned the dogs. And then, I mean, we secured the dogs, but they will or will not take them to the Humane Society.
Because I flat out had it happen twice where I caught the same dog, and I was like, "Yeah, guys, come get it," and they're like, "No, that's not our job," and they just hung up on me.
And that's what Goodhue County Dispatch said to me when I talked to them was, "We're not coming to get the dog."
Yeah.
But
But
we
they get
saw,
ticketed maybe.
Yep.
They get ticketed if the
Mhm.
dog is run
Yep.
loose and they know who the owner is?
No, because this one had the tag on it.
yeah,
And all they kept to do is say it got loose.
yeah,
Because we had the note up on the door
Yeah.
saying that, because that's what we were advised to do.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm just,
Was to put that up there.
yeah.
Now, they would be issuing it. We don't,
right.
they would be issuing it.
And they're not going to take care of the dogs. They're
No,
just- if
no,
they
I don't
lose
expect
one,
them to be the
then-
pound, but
Yeah. But I mean, the two dogs were super friendly. I mean, I think the whole neighborhood was down there in our backyard playing with them. So
killers.
And the dog license and, the, shelter fee, that what hasn't been raised,
the what?
that was recommended, and then
Last page
private
of it.
lessons for
So
swimming pool. 25 for a half an hour session.
So I'd like to just make a comment about the pool. So we're not increasing the pool rates from last year, right?
we year from the year before.
Yeah, we did that this week.
Do you think we should increase them every year?
I mean,
I'll be honest, have you been looking at what other cities are?
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing that I found that other cities are doing, I couldn't find any city that did not do this, was they charge a different rate for a resident versus a non-resident.
Makes sense.
But the only way to police that is if they buy pool passes in advance. As far as gate fees, you could actually physically look it up, right? Or, which would force the lifeguards to do it. Or there is a software that you can like run the license through.
yeah.
But then, you know, kids are gonna go down there, they're not gonna have parents, they're not gonna have a license.
I mean,
I mean, most people do charge a difference between residents and non-residents.
I mean, I think for me, a family my size, $160 is a phenomenal deal.
Right,
I mean, even if it was like $250 for my size family, it would be a great deal.
Right.
But you take Eric's family, for instance, where two people go to the pool,
yeah.
you get up there and that's a little bit more expensive and not really.
I have a question because I seriously have never been to the pool. Do you have to pay to get in just to sit there with your kids? Is it like the same fee as swimming?
That's what a gate fee would be. So just to get in there, just to
I
sit
see the
and not
gate fee.
do anything
It's $5.
is $5. Like you have to pay to go into the gate. Right?
Gotcha. So a gate fee means you can swim or not swim. It's up to you.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't really know. But everybody that comes in there, I'd say probably 90% of the people have a pool pass. Cause, I mean, I don't see what the daily, rate is coming in for, the deposits outside of concessions.
Yeah,
It's probably very minimal.
there's a lot of kids that just come and say, oh, my pool number is this, or
Yeah.
they can tell who they are when they come in,
Yeah.
because they're frequent flyers, and they know, they see them quite a bit,
Yeah.
so they just walk through. Sometimes I was there, people just, I'm here again, and they just walk on by, so it's not necessarily, the guards, no.
It's not like you have a pass you're scanning every time type thing. I get you. I get that.
Yeah,
What's-
they get a piece of paper, fill out all your information. There's a number assigned to the top of it, 160. And
It's
then,
your family number, basically.
yeah, and then as you go in, you're like 160. And you're like, okay.
So what's your name?
It changes every year.
Let me know next year. Thanks.
I'll let you know. Yeah, sure.
I don't know, I
I'm-
feel like the pool is just such a, I mean, it just runs at such a deficit. I get it that we're doing the best we can,
It's
but
a resource drainer, but
I also feel like if now might be the year to strike because the Zimbrota pool's not gonna be open. So it's kinda like the Goodhue pool's, I don't know, I just wanna get what everybody's
I guess-
thoughts were.
The question I'd have on it too is, each family is given a number, how do we verify they're part of that family with the number?
Dang it! You're catching on to me already.
so the
Like
pool
guards,
keeps
and they have it.
everything. So they'll
Well, I know, they know who's in the family,
Right.
right? But let's say somebody told their friend, hey, I'm 160, go ahead and go down to the pool, right, free of charge. What
Right.
says they can't go there and say,
What's
hey,
your
I'm
pool number? I
160?
paid $5 to get in there
I
last
go
year.
in, right?
They
Yeah,
have-
I mean, they're not verifying that person is technically
Correct,
in the
right.
family, because, I mean, how do they?
How do you verify
How do
a
you
12-year-old is the family
Correct,
member?
right.
It's tough. It's an honor system for sure.
The binders kept down there with each of the passes, and I'm sure at the beginning of the year they reference it, but then after time, they probably get used to the kids.
Same
and
kid.
know that they-
I'm just wondering if that's kind of what's taking a little hit toward the pool and some of the response for money wise, right? You see the cost going down or money coming in going down. Is it at the beginning of the season or is it toward the end of the season, you're seeing a lot more decrease of that income, right? Where's the factor coming in on that?
Unless they gave everybody like a little laminated card that they kept on them
Then
and
they
said,
lose them.
hey,
no
this
cost
is
to save more
160.
money.
Then you gotta swim with it, or.
well, I mean, you
something.
like zip tie it to your bag, I mean, I think everybody has a pool bag that they take, but I don't know. I mean, we can talk more about it too, and
I know with everybody with kids, they love going to the pool and I'd hate to see we start raising the price and families are just gonna say, no, screw it,
yeah.
we're not gonna go.
Well, like I said, like me,
I don't know, I just think $5, I mean, at the end of the day.
yeah.
I'd hate to do nothing and then all of a sudden 2 years from now turn around raise it $30. You know what I mean? Like you make things gradual. Sometimes people don't notice as much.
You go from $5 to $8, and then you go, family pass from 160, we go like 175. Is that what you're saying?
And you
Yeah, I'm
could
all about gradual as opposed.
implement it
Mhm.
next year if you wanted to on the pool passes, just because we just did them this year. We just upped the
Right.
family and the single.
Because what was the family and single pass last year again?
160 and 80.
And the year before that, I think was at 140.
It was 140 and I think 65,
I think so. I think you're right.
something like that.
So what about the pool gate fee? Increase that slightly.
It went from 4 to 5,
If you go,
not last year,
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, this year, we're still in
Okay.
2025.
Not too many customers right now though.
I'm sorry,
Not many customers right now.
yeah.
I did go diving this morning and still have a headache.
I don't know. Just a thought.
If Chris just acknowledges. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
I just think it's such a fabulous community resource, and not everybody makes a lot of money that lives in Goodhue. Our taxes are gonna be going up just based school bond issue, which, great, all of that is great, but I just think if it's running at a deficit, think about the people that it's serving. That's my opinion.
The pool is never gonna be a money-making operation.
Right, I don't want it to make money, but I don't want it to
But
lose
it'd
60
be nice
grand a
if you
year
could
either.
kind
Yeah.
of keep up a little bit with some of the expense.
We're working on it,
So-
we're getting better.
Excuse my naiveness. What did we lose this year?
enough.
I was gonna say, isn't it normally 20 to 30?
2024 loss was 37,416, and 2025 loss was 23,739. So it's getting better, and
I was gonna say, we already did a lot better.
we increased revenue
But that was increasing.
4,000 from the changes we made this year, and we are getting better at the loss. I won't say, but there is a neighboring town that I read in 2 years at $100,000 in negative.
I mean, we also have to remember though too, when we got this pool built, it was the community that, a lot of donations came from the community that, you know, so it is kind of their pool too, so, even though it's in our name. I mean, I would say maybe we can, you know, go back to looking at the fees, and if we have to, I mean, you find these people that, you know, lower income, senior citizens, stuff like that, maybe we can have a special rate for them versus somebody that actually,
I know that we had
Makes
a
money.
senior, and Tori said nobody ever, it wasn't taken advantage of.
interesting.
So one question I do have, we are not limited to only adjusting this fee rate now, correct?
The only thing is having it before the year. I mean, you can do it mid-year, partial year, but we start advertising with pool things specifically
Like
in
April.
March and April, because we have a sign up in May.
I guess what my thought is, I mean, in theory, we could talk about this in January, February too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Continue it, yeah.
Yeah, because I'd be curious is when you raised the pool rates, did the number of people who buy pool passes go up or down?
Yeah.
and I don't have the information right now.
That'd be good to know.
Yeah,
I have to get that from Tori from last year.
and I guess,
Yeah, that
you know,
binder.
Yeah.
that same question is kind of what I'm curious about, because I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything that stated we had to do it now type thing, or you can't do it at all type. So
It's just the starting of the year thing.
Okay, no, but
No, I guess I'm not sure if we're able to do it or not. I mean, it's my first time to see, but doing an elevated fee throughout the year. So the closer it gets to summer, the higher the fee is for your passes versus buying it right away. Yeah, I bought it here, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And I wait till the beginning of summer, now it's gonna be like
Yeah,
20,
the sign up
25
date
bucks.
does get a lot of people here, the May date, because they come in and they mass sign up in that day.
kind of incentivizing is what you're saying.
Yeah, right, yeah, to bring them in, cause I know a lot of them, and I did it too for my kids that come here early to sign up just for the lessons. They get
Yes,
the pass and the lessons
and
on
that
the
was,
same day.
they get the same, yep.
I'm just thinking for the families that don't need the lessons, that trying to incentivize them to buy that pass a little early and versus wait until summertime, saying, oh, now I'll get the pass.
Yeah.
Now it might cost me another $20 in the summer versus buying
And-
the pass now.
And the pass
Good idea.
purchase gets less because you're running out of, it's only 3 months. So after May and June, it goes down anyways, because not a lot of people come after fair time. I mean,
Yeah,
so if they're
understanding.
only, if they're not gonna pop I don't know, $160 for a pool pass and only use it for 3 weeks. You know, it goes down just because the end of the season's coming
Yeah.
too.
I like that idea though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Welch does for the skiing. You buy your pass a year, well, you buy your pass this winter for next winter and it's darn near half as much. So, yeah, I mean, I'd like that too, you know, you buy your pass this next summer for the following summer, get a little bit cheaper, and there's
And
a
we
cutoff
had
date.
some people buy them, one person bought them for a Christmas gift, so they got to this year's price before we may or may not raise the prices next year.
Yeah, I would like to bring this back up again and discuss it, so maybe January, February timeframe.
Yeah, I like that
Do
idea.
you
Yeah.
wanna do just the pool chunk, or do you want to do the water and the
Oh,
rest
no,
of the
yeah, I
passes?
think,
Personally, I'm good on everything else. I think it's just pool, but I can't speak for everyone.
yeah, I'm good with it too.
Yeah, I'm good with all the other changes that were made and
Well, so on this, back to the dog. That's an unpopular deal, but when they pick them up, do they get a fee, penalty? Do we charge them for having their dogs running loose, or
we don't know.
what
We
goes
don't
on
know.
there?
We don't know.
You don't know if the county issues citations or not.
Well, it wouldn't be the county, it'd be the city, wouldn't it?
The county issues the ticket.
Oh,
If they
But-
find,
but-
if somebody complains.
because we tell them to,
Because
Right.
it's part of our fee schedule, so
yeah.
if they did it,
Do
they
you
would,
do that? Do you take dogs?
I'm being blatantly honest, I don't know if we've ever wrote a ticket for a found
I'm
dog in the
not-
city of Goodhue.
I'm not,
We do for other contract towns, they issue ticket based on their ordinance. That's in our ticket system.
Well,
Why-
that's what I meant. I mean, if they don't get a ticket, what's to stop them from just letting them run all the time?
So maybe that's something that we need to have as a cordial meeting between the two entities to review
see how
these
it's-
things.
how it's
Yeah,
handled.
yeah. And I mean, it could be, such as the officer said, I mean, there can be oddities with each individual town that they're working with that they unfortunately or fortunately may not be 100% aware of. I mean, I don't expect you guys to know everything. So I think, I don't know, maybe just having the mayor and the city administrator meet with the sheriff's department would be a good thing to go over what our different rate fees are that would be, you know, of a pertinent issue to the
We
sheriff's
could
office.
maybe see if, what other towns are doing similarly, you know. I'm guessing if they're picking dogs up, they're giving them tickets.
So are you saying like if you find a dog and you know it's this guy, then you go to this guy's house and say, I found your dog, and then you give him a ticket? Is that, because his dog was loose?
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But
Okay.
if you don't
It could be
know-
a case where, officers can still use discretion.
Right.
Say, no, it's a warning, understand the circumstances.
Okay, like the fence or the dog jumped or, okay.
Or
Ran
we
out the
checked it
door.
3 times in the last month. for the same
Oh, I
dog.
see what you're saying. Okay.
Here's a citation.
That was gonna be my next question, actually.
Thank you.
At your guys' discretion, because I hate to see somebody have their kid take a dog outside on top of a leash or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
Take the
dog
dog
was
outside,
yeah,
so
we don't want
hard.
sex.
Yeah, that was
And
so
that's why we
scary.
encourage people to call it, because there's the pattern could be happening.
well, and I know in the past, like Michael had said earlier, we've called dispatch and said, hey, we've got a dog here, and their response was, there's nothing we can do about it. But yet we see, I don't know his last name, Tim. We see him and he was doing his FTO and we're like, hey, we've got these 2 dogs. And him and Brad were like, yep, well, let us drive around a little bit, try to find the owners, and they did. But it's very,
Yeah,
it's
a real
amazing that
gray
they're
area.
wanting to help out, but it's the dispatch that says, well, there's nothing we can do about it. So is that true? There's nothing they can do? Or,
So if there is a city ordinance that says your dog cannot be loose,
yeah,
then we can, as the police agency for the city of Goodhue, we can now enforce that ordinance, and yes, there is something we can do about it. Where sometimes there is confusion is because out in the county, there is no court ordinance of a dog running free in the county. So we don't respond to those calls out in the county. But all of our contract towns have ordinances. So here we do. And then part is like City of Pine Island per se. They have a kennel at their public works that takes care of the dogs if
Oh,
we
good
need to
Lord.
place them somewhere. And after so long, then it goes to Humane Society. Some towns choose to contract with a vet, where it just goes right to the vet facility. We have a way to get them into the shelter at the vet. So just a plan that the city
kind of like
does.
they do in Red Wing where they have access to
They use the Humane Society
Yeah.
up there right away.
So if an animal was here and it was found, where would they take it, if anything?
We would end up at the Humane Society.
Okay.
But this, like I said, one thing is that's communications usually from the city that is choosing to do whatever, is making those plans on where the animal goes.
Okay.
So we follow the city's directive on that.
So we'd have to reach out to the Humane Society and say, would you be able to take, abandon?
And it's not each instance, it's not.
It's like
We're not gonna get a call and go, what do you wanna do with this dog? It's a.
Prearranged,
Yeah.
we know the plan for the city of Goodhue that, and we would just execute it at that.
So I guess I would just say, if we can reach out to,
Humane Society.
is it River Fall?
River Bluff?
Is there more than one?
I think it's just one.
I think there's only one humane society in Red Wing, which is River Bluff. And say, hey, we get abandoned dogs, can we, not abandoned, that's the wrong word.
Loose,
Loose.
stray.
Yeah.
Which I did find out interestingly enough, because I did bring a pair of dogs in there once a couple years ago. So if you bring a dog there, they also charge a $50 fee to get your dog back.
Oh, yeah.
As well as if it's the second time that dog has been there, it's their discretion to give it back to the owner or not.
Yeah, it's $59.95 to get your dog out of dog jail.
Yep, and they don't have to give it back to
You're
you.
familiar with this
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was.
Yeah.
No, I had to bring a dog there, and then I brought it there again, and I brought it there a third time, and I look at the people
Well,
and
the
I'm
first
like,
time, okay, the second time, it might be sketchy.
and then
the
third time I'm
that's
just
a
like,
problem.
what's with these people? And
Yeah.
they kind of
that's a
gave me
big-
the
that's
story,
a
and I'm
big
just
one.
like,
Yeah, I can see
oh.
that.
Well,
No.
I'm kind of with Eric, you know, you're gonna make sure, first of all, it wasn't that something like a kid had
Well, our
that thing out
neighbors
and it
all
got
have.
loose.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to penalize somebody because it got away from a kid, because we all know how a young person is. You know, they go out to play with the dog, they get interested in something else, and the dog runs loose. I mean, I think that's kind of tough to penalize the people for that.
Yeah.
But
I think that's
I
what,
also think that it's a good deal to have some kind of a penalty, because, so they know that, you know, well, if I don't take care of my dog, I'm either gonna pay that fine, or it's gonna be taken away.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have to enforce.
If it went, would you guys write a ticket, or the fine is them having to get it? Like you said, there was,
yes.
fine $50. Would they get both places?
So typically, yes, if we get involved and determine that needs to be taken to a shelter somewhere, a lot of times it ends up in a citation from us as well.
Okay.
And this would be a plan that we make with the sheriff's department on the procedures that we'd like
Yep.
done, right? Correct.
Well, that's kind of like where our dog at large thing is. I think, one of the things is just providing the sheriff's department with like the fee schedule to say, hey, this is the fee schedule, dogs at large need to be dealt with, and this is where we take them, River Bluff, and then just making sure that they know about it. And, I mean, it's probably a lot easier. You get somebody with a dog that has a tag that's registered that says, yep, and then I go to,
Ideally, you'd like to
Yeah.
have that information here.
you go, I'm gonna go to this person's house.
Yeah.
Well, if they're not home, do you take it to the pound or do you take it and put it in their back fence? You don't know. But again, I like using your discretion, because if the kid went outside and it broke the leash and took off,
Ran past the door, all things
Yeah.
can happen.
Yeah.
We all have kids, what can happen in the house. It's
Yeah.
just, it's what it is. I like the idea of having the discretion of the sheriff's department to determine whether it's really a loose dog or if it just got out and people are looking for it and they're just trying to find it.
I mean, we're not trying to get rich off of what,
a $50 dog fee.
the $50 dog off leash fee. I think how a lot of this stuff got brought up was people in the park that were walking their dogs, and another person walking their dogs and their dog being completely at large,
Yeah.
running around chasing other dogs. I think that's how that really got brought up, because a gal had her dog attacked in the park by two dogs
Yep.
that were off leash. So that's how that all got brought up. It
Okay.
wasn't necessarily Joe's dog slipping past Sandy and getting outside. It was, your dog has to be, there's a leash law, right?
Intent of the
Right.
rule, yeah.
Yeah. So,
There's been a couple times I personally brought dogs back.
Yeah.
Around.
Well,
I
that-
tried to catch
Because I
a cat
see
the other day.
Out
but
my window.
that dog that got bit in the park, that was
Sewer cat, I bet.
almost $5,000 with that owner. You know what I'm talking about.
Somebody who lives in Oliver
So-
City,
The only question I have is, if you want
go
to
catch 'em.
approve the rest of the fee, just need to know 5% or 10% for the water fee. Is that one option?
I would be for the 5% myself, honestly.
I agree.
I thought 5% was what we were going with.
That's with the sewer, we set the rates for sewer, this is for water.
Oh,
The-
okay.
5% increase is giving you what it would be for 3 years, and
Yeah.
then 10% increase.
So we would just need a motion for the 5% then.
You need a motion to approve everything but the pool part
Yeah,
of the fee schedule, and that part will be at a later meeting. So all that wrapped up in a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 Goodhue fee schedule barring the pool
With the water at
fees.
But that's with the water at 5, right?
Yeah.
5%.
Yes. The pool fees would be discussed at a later date, and the water fees would be set to 5%.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. So that included the water rates, right?
That was
Yes.
from 23 to 25,
Yeah.
flat rate. The chicken, the dog.
Yep, yep.
Sorry, that kind of came up.
No, that,
weird.
I was looking at the,
the.
I was looking at the next line, it said water rates set for 3 years, so
Yes.
that was
We
part of
did both
that,
together.
that we rolled it together with that 5%, okay. Alright, so the next thing is going to be the tobacco license for
So it's for the, what, the C-store?
the Second
corner?
Street Pub, Corner
Yeah.
Bar, and the Goodhue Country Station.
We have not received anything yet, but when it comes in, it's a deadline. So we just wanted to get it approved before, so there's no wait for those three people, or 3 businesses.
Didn't I see something in here that was from the sheriff's office saying that there was no,
That a check was, yeah, to make sure that there wasn't
There
any
wasn't-
underage.
yeah, there wasn't any issues? Okay.
Yeah, they do that.
I was gonna say, I thought I saw one and now I can't find it, so.
I'll make a motion to renew the tobacco licenses.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. So that'll get done by Lori and Lisa. Alright, the CETA renewal discussion.
This is a tough one for me. I could probably go on about this for days, but
Let's hear it.
how do I word this? I think the whole EDA struggled this year. Number one, we only had 7 meetings, or 5, or I'm sorry, 6 meetings. So I think we struggle with, you know, the business climate in Goodhue is what it is, right? It's not like we have multiple buildings for multiple businesses to go into. I guess for me, I do, on one hand, I do see the EDA, the members of the EDA seem to be really into it. And I did speak, because I guess my issue is I just think $16,000 plus the facade is a lot. And it was my understanding my understanding when I first read the contract was, oh, well, if we're just like not seeing a resolution by March, we still owe them the entire year, and that was not Bob's interpretation. So that made me feel better. And I am only one person. Unfortunately, Ernie was on the EDA meeting with me. I think he came to 1 meeting. So I'm only one voice as a city council member. I'm not really sure what the value is, in my personal opinion. Having said that, I think we just need to give it a couple more months and see where we are in March. Like if there's nothing like tangible that comes out of it, I think we can do it ourselves. I don't think we need to have an EDA. That's just kind of how I'm feeling.
How many other communities do not have CETA? Do we know?
He's,
I know he
he's
works.
like 5,
He has like 4 or 5 communities. I know Pine Island is one.
and,
But they have a lot, Kenyon, but their business climate is a lot different,
Oh, yeah.
right? And another thing is their EDA revolves loans, right? There is a USDA, again, I'm speaking out of turn because I still don't really understand it. There is a revolving loan policy that used to be at a state level and now it's at a federal level. So, and apparently it's super competitive. So even if a business in Goodhue was interested in a revolving loan held by the EDA, I don't even know if their chances of getting it are probably pretty slim, right? Of course, I don't know enough about it. We applied for one grant, didn't get it. It's not like we're applying for grants left and right and getting awarded them. The facade program is what it is. I mean, it's sad.
We can still do that.
Yeah, we're
ourselves.
still doing that. I think at some point, I'm not real familiar with the history of the EDA, but I think at some point they had something to do with the lots over there, the selling of the lots.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that when you look up, you used to look it up on the internet, it would say Goodhue EDA.
So
that's what the name of it, that property.
So yeah, the city of, if I remember correctly, the city of Goodhue to, how do I describe it? So city of Red Wing, for instance, they own their own lots and then they sell them to developers. But since we don't use developers, there's kind of a workaround of some sort because a city can't be a developer as well. So we have our EDA hold our land because an EDA then can develop it into a subdivision to then sell out individual lots.
So the city of Goodhue owns the Goodhue EDA.
Correct. So the city of Goodhue is the umbrella corporation, let's say, that owns the EDA. And then the EDA can create a subdivision and sell off lots to it to then fund for the city. So, for instance, that's why the city has to take the loan out to do the developing, and they get the money.
And that has nothing to do with.
That has nothing to do with CETA.
Okay.
No, I mean,
It just says City of Goodhue EDA
Yeah.
on that land.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, even if we're selling the land, right, we're not selling the land next year or a year after.
We don't have any to sell right now.
Right.
no, but at the same time, like Bob would handle that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't hold any money.
I mean, the
Certainly,
EDA,
yeah.
CETA doesn't do anything with
Right.
that.
Right.
So,
I see what
To
you're
have
saying.
CETA doesn't mean we now can't develop.
So I guess my point is, I do believe we can have an EDA without CETA.
Yeah, we basically did.
Exactly. So.
I think that, you look around Goodhue, downtown, there's not much opportunity there for it to have a program like this. And what do we got? If you could just about sit here and count the number of businesses and the number of businesses that are looking to upgrade. Very small number.
Well, and then if there is a business, like, nobody knows about it until Cat Tire shows up at Dick Lodemeyer's building, right? I mean, he told me, I'm not selling that building, I'm never selling that building, I'm never doing, and all of a sudden he sells,
No, he didn't.
or whatever he did, at least.
He's just renting it.
Right, so, and which is great, I'm glad he did it, right? So it's not like we can go out and say, yeah, we'd really like to have a, I don't know, massage, or whether it's a massage, I have to pick a business, come to Goodhue. Where
Dairy
we-
Queen.
Yeah, where are we gonna put them, right? So I guess I'd like to give it 3 more months, knowing that we'll never be out the full 16,000 and see how it goes. Because again, I'm only one person. I need somebody else from city council to be on the committee with me.
I'm reading through some of what I have now. I haven't read the whole thing you guys have, but.
I also don't feel like we're getting the 16 hours a month. That's just a gut, I don't know, what does everybody else think? I thought we had to pay the whole
What are
thing.
we paying them? You said something about we're paying them.
But we pay them like $3,900 a quarter.
Yeah.
But I thought, I mean, and look, I have perspective because I came from the corporate world, so I'm like, I just expect stuff to get done, you know, when, like the business list, I did it myself, okay, fine, no problem with that. But it's like, where else is the value? There was a survey done, okay, in my mind, that survey told us exactly what we were, you know, we could have,
You know,
What you knew.
what we already knew. People complaining about things that, you know, the city can't do anything about, you know.
well, if we're paying them 3,900 a
Well,
quarter,
it'd be more this year.
It's
uh,
gonna be 16,400
we're
for the.
probably losing on the, we're losing on the long run here because we don't have enough people involved in it.
Well, right now, there's myself and Calvin.
Sarah.
No, I meant people that actually want the loan.
Yeah, and I don't really know about these loans. I really don't understand it. Every time we talk about it, it's like in these vague, you know, I'm gonna look into it, I'm gonna find out about it, I'm gonna,
Does this see the person, do they have somebody at your meeting?
yes.
Todd. And we've gone through the city itself since I've been on council with my first term and now these. We have went through, this is the third person? Fourth. Third or fourth person.
Yeah, and
This is the second one for me, because first we have Caitlin.
she was good.
We had Caitlin, and then we have Todd.
Yes.
Okay, and before Caitlin, we had some guy who was also very good. I can't remember his name. I can see his face.
And look, again, this is only
Okay.
my perspective, right? Is, you know, when we first had our first EDA meeting, it was like, Todd didn't have any documents. I found them. Well, why don't you have the survey that your company did? Lisa's the one that found it. See, that to me, like, probably started it out like, why don't you have it? Like,
Yeah.
So I guess where I struggle is the fact that we didn't have a lot of meetings, the fact that I don't feel like we're getting anything done, the fact that, you know, we don't have money flying around here.
So I guess my biggest question is so, I mean, obviously, our CETA person, Todd, is the one that would, I don't know, how do you say this without throwing a guy under the bus, but he's the one that's going to make it or break it for us. I mean, he's our representative. He's the one we deal with. I'm assuming we can't just ask for a new EDA CETA person.
No, and I think, look, everything involves a conversation, right? And unfortunately, because we, you know, don't have a lot of meetings, right? I just think I need another, like, opinion here. Like, do we just say, okay, going forward, the actions are going to be reviewed every 3 months. And if we don't see, if we're still sitting in the same place in March that we were sitting in January, and this meeting is canceled and that meeting is canceled because now we have these EDA bylaws. So with Ernie being down and one other person doesn't show up, we can't have a meeting, right? So.
And was that what was happening?
Well, I told them I wasn't going to be there in September. And they still, you know, they were like, oh, we're going to have a meeting. And then at the last minute, somebody couldn't come. So then there wasn't a meeting in September, same thing in July. So
Gotcha. Okay.
so I think, you know, the bylaws make it hard to have a quorum, right?
Yeah.
Especially people that are volunteers or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I go back to the tens of thousands of dollars we put into the pickleball court.
and go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know, has there been, $16,000 is a lot of money.
It is.
And I don't care if you have 1 meeting, 10 meetings, or 4 meetings, if you're just having meetings and there's no value to the meetings, or nothing comes of value from those meetings, why are you discussing spending this money?
That's a really great point, but I also feel like I'm only one voice, right? Like
But you're sitting on the committee.
right.
I guess my question.
But but somebody who sits on the committee might totally disagree with me.
Yeah, someone else might feel it
But
to
you
be.
represent Goodhue on the committee.
Now, is this a quarterly agreement we have, or is it the full year according to what it's stated?
No,
here?
it's, we can get out of it if we want to.
When we submit, it's for the whole group, but they bill us quarterly, and we got confirmation.
I
from
just
the
read it
city
says unless
attorney
otherwise
that we can-
specifically
yeah.
agreed to by the parties in writing, so we have it in writing.
30 days, 30 days.
You gotta give.
I
it
mean,
30
look,
days.
if you want, if I'm totally being honest, and I really don't want this in the paper, if that's okay. I think the only deliverable we had this year was the business list, and I did it. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, you were saying, you had stated multiple times that, you know, that was kind of the only thing that was advantageous to anything.
and it's not the best thing, in my mind.
I mean-
And if we can do basically what CETA does
Without CETA,
without paying out all that money, I guess, it's just, to me, it's just too little turnover or turnaround on this, what we're trying to get done here, to justify spending that money.
Well, we can still have like, I mean.
but we can still have an EDA,
Yeah, I mean,
I think,
my
right?
personal
Oh,
opinion is we can still have the EDA, the group of people that y'all have, and
Just have somebody else be the secretary.
nobody's getting paid, you know?
Right,
And you're just people within the community wanting to make the community better. We could still, save the $16,400
right.
and put that towards facade programs to help, if we chose to go that route. But I was going to
Or
say
put it
this,
somewhere.
one of my biggest things was the tens of thousands of dollars that the city and the Lions and everybody put for these pickleball courts.
You see, I
And
wasn't
they
in,
were absolutely amazing. And then they turned,
They had issues.
they had issues. They had cracks, and it was
The nets were falling in.
yeah.
through
And
the
we
posts.
asked Todd to help us out, and
We
then
folded.
it came back, and the company was like, "Well, pretty much,
It was like, yeah,
there's nothing we can do. We're not doing it." Well, then why did we hire you?
Exactly.
So I mean, I kind of see where you're going with it too. Is
Well, and then speaking of that, like finally, ultimately, I think Jason got involved, and Jason finally got something out of them.
yeah, they removed the
It came
permanent
down,
posts
yeah.
and put
just the
Mobile ones.
temporary.
Yeah, it was, the poles were bad, there was cracks. It was a couple of
I guess my question is, what are they actually doing for us? Are they getting grants or applying for?
They
we
haven't
applied,
gotten
we
saved.
applied,
have-
we
they
applied.
have the ability to.
We applied for one grant and didn't get it.
Yeah,
But-
they-
You only applied for just the one? or-
Well,
Well, the
yeah,
Habitat one, but that's.
yeah, the
not
habitat, so
easy.
here's the issue with
That's not
grants,
easy.
here's the issues with grants in the state of Minnesota. And even at a federal level, the issue with grants is that the median income in Goodhue is higher than the state average. So most grants favor,
lower income.
lower income communities. And most of the grants in Minnesota are for housing, urban development, solar on buildings. I mean, it's not, we did apply for this Frisbee golf grant. We didn't get it. But then if you look at the list, it was like libraries and things like that. Like grants is a whole,
Yeah, I understand they're pretty complicated
Yeah.
issues and they're harder to get than most things.
I mean, we've never gotten a grant as far as I know.
That median income knocks us out
Yeah.
right away.
Right.
'Cause we're
Like, I guess, then what are they really doing?
Another
I mean,
question.
the only
And that's been the
$16,400 question.
that's been. I mean, that's.
I'm looking at what they're saying here, like keeping jobs in the area with businesses, things, we do a fine job of that of ourselves.
Mhm.
I think the businesses we have here have been family owned or people that we know for many years, love the community. I don't see them wanting to just run off because of it.
And I don't think,
And I think
what's
that's.
the EDA gonna do? I mean,
And I think that's a big thing I've noticed with the EDA through the now 3 different people that we've had is that I have never quite seen a value to them to our community.
except for the facade program, I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yes, I guess that was started before my time, but yeah.
That was a city thing. I
Mhm.
didn't know that was a CDA.
No, I think the guy's name was Max or something like that. He was the one that brought it up.
Oh, he did?
That would be like the year or two before I started. But yes, he brought it up, brought it to council at that time, and they started it. But again, I mean, that's something that when I was on council, we basically ran it ourselves. I mean, sure, the application went to the CETA and then to us, and we approved it or denied it. I mean, that was,
Right.
they were
Like I
passed
will
through.
say, they did apply for this Habitat for Humanity grant that we just got. I know nothing about it, never came up. So I don't even know what it's about.
And my name was on it as a contact, and I don't really quite know what it's about, but we got it to transfer the habitat.
So I can't say anything about that because it was never brought up in any EDA meeting.
How much was that?
It's 55,000.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that entailed. I don't know.
So I mean, as bad as it sounds, they got a grant that doesn't actually apply to us.
We're the pass through.
And I guess what I'm saying is okay. That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
50.
that's
That's
true.
55,000, but again, that's not 55,000 they got for the city of Goodhue. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it will be used within our city, but
Direct and maybe indirectly.
correct.
but not direct.
So again, can you contribute that to being, I guess, a justifiable means for them to be here?
Okay, well,
That's where I keep looking at.
I mean, maybe we do this. Maybe we just say we're not renewing the contract and we just continue with the EDA.
That's what I think.
I will say, when you say we're not gonna renew the contract, they're gonna call you. Probably the CEO of the company, I would imagine.
They can call me. I will tell them in a nicer tone. that
We just don't feel it's,
it's not, it's not something that we will be doing at this time.
And
okay.
we can be honest and say,
Yeah.
we're not thinking that a whole lot has been done this past year.
We don't see the value.
I guess the question is, this the only company we can go through? The only one
They're pretty
available?
much the only game in town,
So we kind of run the gambit and tell everybody what they want to do, what they want to do, kind of thing, until they can say otherwise.
A little company out of Chatfield is the only company in town?
For southern Minnesota,
Huh, that
not
seems
up in the
weird.
cities.
I was gonna say, there's no city.
Oh, like up in the cities, they have like 1 million of them.
So do we need to have a motion to not pursue?
To not renew the contract.
I'll make a motion for CETA.
One second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And I think that if
Motion
they
carried.
look at what's happening here, I mean, we're putting out all this money, really not getting much in return. I think they probably run into this a lot in towns the size of Goodhue. That don't have a lot of building, you go to some towns and there's 10 empty buildings, which is not a good deal. But at least
Or every
they got
building is
something to
full,
work
right,
with.
right, and look, maybe it'll change in 5 years, I don't know,
Well,
right?
we can only hope.
We can only hope. All right, so as a follow-up to that, will you let them know, and then I'll contact Katie, and I'll just tell her, look, our new city council person, will be on the EDA or the EDA, he'll be the new secretary, since I'm terrible at taking
Under
notes.
the bus.
First
I know. I see
That's
that
how I got on it, so there you go.
Every meeting.
Can't think about it till the beginning
Throw it
of
under that bus.
January.
There you go. Well, we already have a meeting scheduled, we can just take them off of it. I mean,
When's the
There
meeting?
isn't a
This month?
December.
January 22nd, I think.
Yeah, give them the 30-day notice and. the 30
Well,
day-
we don't renew the contract, it's only if you sign the contract.
Yeah,
it would be, but if you don't renew the contract,
Right.
There's no
the
notice.
31st would be done.
It's not one of those contracts where has to be renewed or
No.
denied on the date that it was
The
signed.
end
was
date
it what?
of that one was December 31st, so.
We're good.
We pay a lawyer to figure that out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing meeting minutes, because I don't know how to do it, but go ahead.
You paying big bucks. All right, so that one's done. The snowplow bids, we have snowplow bid from the two companies.
Who does it now?
Lauren Myers and Tom Burns.
Loadmeyers and Thompson.
Oh, these are the same one?
Yep.
Oh, it's both?
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same people every year.
As I
I
said,
mean, sometimes you might get another company in there, but
sometimes you get fits with some dump trucks, and that's about it.
Oh, these are two separate things?
Yes.
Oh, I
Two
thought,
separate.
oh, I
Yes.
was wondering, I'm like, why is this one so much cheaper? Okay, I get it.
yeah.
Duh.
And it kind of sometimes happens that Jason needs to go outside of these two people because these two people can't do it for some reason, and it's a special thing, so his discretion is what he needs for the job that needs to get done.
How do these compare to last year's bill? Or estimate?
Well, we only spent $2,000.
Yeah, I'm not
last
sure.
year.
Yeah, it was pretty
It
thin.
was it was a good year.
And these rates are pretty much the same rates every year. That-
Mhm.
And, you know, Lodemeyer's, the only thing Lodemeyer's does is they provide the snow blower to
Yeah.
blow it into the back of all the other
Which is
trucks.
the uni, which is $275 an hour.
Their end dump here, or their dump truck, and then, Jared's dump truck, they'll use, plus I think they might get some more here and there, but
Depending on the snowfall, they'll call fits if you need more.
yeah,
It is really the need, what
Yeah.
Jason needs to
Mhm.
have.
I know they were,
Oh, Harsonauer Mill
Three
was
of 'em.
15 grand.
no, 2 of them today. Cause Tomford was doing his thing, so we just need a motion to
the bids.
accept these 2 bids.
I'll make the motion to accept the snowplow bids as read.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Okay.
Okay.
Opposed? Motion carried.
You might be in trouble on snow removal this year.
Alright, the next is going to be the cost of living allowance increases. That was in, I believe, Lisa's notes there, right?
That was 2.8% is what the social security set for 2026 cost of living raise. One was done last year based on the same step plan. So we're going to discuss it for this year.
Do we just need to approve the 2.8?
I'm missing now.
No, it's, so this
It's the
page right
administration
here,
report.
it's on the back side of this page. Not really, it's the next
She
page.
does back to back to keep, to go through less paper.
Okay, all right, I'll find it. Okay, I found it.
Yep.
I found it. Okay.
Nicole.
Okay, so,
We're just going with COLA right now, 2.8%
Okay, that's fine.
to approve. Right?
Yep. I'll make a motion to do the COLA at 2.8.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The COLA's 2.8%. Alright, next is the staff reviews. It is recommended for 3% increase for each of the staff for the clerk and public works. Have been completed. Yeah, you got any questions? Does that make sense to everybody?
And who's on the personnel committee now?
I have-
So, and he reviewed them.
No one else.
No, him and I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought there was 2 council members on there.
Before there was a administrator, it was the mayor and Joe.
That's what it was. Okay.
But, so then who does yours?
I'm not certain, it hasn't happened yet.
Okay. Alright,
I didn't have one last year.
good,
So, I don't know.
good question.
Well, it has to be somebody.
I
Right?
don't know if Joe does it being on the personnel committee.
Well,
or
he's only here till
anybody.
December 31st, so
No, I understand that.
Yeah, so it would have to be
next
one
year.
of us.
Yeah.
New
If, I
person.
mean, if the personnel committee consists of a council member and the administrator, and then when it comes to do the administrator's review, would it be
I'd assume it'd be the
2
mayor.
people then?
Yeah, I think the mayor, we might.
I don't, yeah, I mean,
This is
I
about-
I think it should be at least 2 people.
So when is your review? I don't know how the review process works here.
Well, it's generally has been done in November, December, because that's why I did it to the 3 staff members in
Okay.
November.
So when were you?
Last year it was done that same way.
okay. So hers should have been done the same.
Okay, wait a minute. I thought you were So you were only hired as an interim, but at some point you must have been, that interim must have been taken out of your title.
Which was January.
It
January.
had been, yeah.
Okay,
And
so,
then-
so you have to do a year, right? So it would be, your review would be in January, right?
It's whenever, it was either December or January, cause it was I think it was December.
December last year, because Terry and Joe did them, because I had only been here
Yeah.
for 4 months, so they.
Because Terry was leaving,
Yeah.
and she said, the 6-month interim time is up. We need to discuss this, and then that's when she went from interim to permanent.
So that was in December, not in January.
Yes, it went into effect in January, cause that's when she.
Oh, I see, I see,
But
I
we
see, I
voted
see.
on it in, whatever
Okay.
the meeting was in December.
Yeah,
And I
I don't
guess
know how this
what
stuff
you're
works.
thinking we're doing review on the date of hire.
Yeah, I don't know. how they-
Whereas,
how
I
you-
guess,
yeah, I
I
don't know how you
guess
do it
typically here,
Right.
it's been,
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a
November.
yearly thing,
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
I understand that.
Alright, so we'll come back to that.
But the 3 people.
Yes.
need a motion
Yeah.
for that.
I'll make a motion for the 3% increase.
I'll second it.
All in favor of the 3% increase?
Right.
Opposed? Motion carried. Alright, next is to approve the 25-21 resolution acknowledging the grant, or the award of the grant funds from the Greater Minnesota Small Cities, which I believe was what you guys were talking about a little bit ago.
I know nothing about this, so.
We have to accept the resolution that was outlined by the state as the process we need to start in order to get the money. They have not dispersed it, they have not done anything, they're working on webinars right now for people to know what to do next.
And this is for the Habitat home, right?
And who's
So-
going to the webinars? Is it
The
Habitat?
state, no, the state who's giving the grant money. that-
But I assume you would be in the webinar too? You'd be watching the webinar.
Yeah, they just haven't released it yet.
So my only question for this is that it says now therefore be it resolved by the city of Goodhue that the city here formally acknowledge the award of $55,000 in grant funding. Then skip to the last line authorize city staff to complete all necessary due diligence requirements and execute the grant contract agreement. So does that mean our city has to execute the
It-
grant contract?
Written in he put my name on it.
So I guess my question is how are we gonna track, how are you gonna track this grant is used correctly if we give it to a third party?
Bob Holly is going to participate in the process of what it's used, he's gonna answer the questions. He
He's
has
from
to provide
Habitat.
what it's used for, where it's going, what percentage is gonna benefit this, they have a big old list.
Okay,
That's why they're doing the webinar, because it's
okay,
a lot
and
of things you have to do.
is Bob Hawley, I mean, I see, is he fluent with grants? I mean,
He's from
I'm sure he
Habitat.
does this.
yeah, I know he's from Habitat.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the Goodhue County representative
Yeah,
for
he's,
Habitat, but,
he's the guy.
okay, no, I wanna make sure because obviously I understand that if you don't utilize a grant or also document a grant correctly, it's,
And this will not be shown as income to the city, will it?
It will, because it has to come in and out. We'll get it from the state, and then we turn around and write a check to Habitat.
So do we have to pay any type of taxes or anything? Nothing?
No.
Okay, alright,
It's the
good.
same type of pass-through like the Fire Relief Association.
Okay,
Anything that comes to somebody else, they have to do it through an entity, and then it goes out to them.
alright.
They can't receive it directly. So it's
Okay.
just a motion to approve this resolution, which is the first step that we need to do for them to get the money.
make a motion to approve resolution number 25-21.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Alright, next is, approve the addition of new Minnesota paid leave section in the handbook.
Quite honestly, this came to me, I didn't have to put very much in, put input into it. It came from somebody at Bob's office that had provided this to the other cities that they are attorneys for. And it has a lot of words in it.
Yeah, this is the state stuff.
And, yeah,
I'm assuming this is all
Yeah,
pretty generic.
yeah, this
yes,
is-
it is. We just need to have it in there. I'm not certain where I'm gonna put it, but I gotta put it somewhere.
I'll make a motion to add it to the employee handbook.
I'll second.
All in favor of the Minnesota PL being added to the handbook?
Aye.
Aye.
Sorry.
Opposed? Motion carried. Alright, next is the, Peters Insurance Business Facade Improvement Program application.
Yeah, to give you the high level view, so Allie Peterson is putting in, she's fixing the front window that faces towards the corner. And then the two side windows that face the street on the Nuvera side. I think she's already started working on it. It's a pretty big project. It's like 17 grand. So she applied for the max of 2. So,
That's what that picture is.
yeah,
Now, how many facade improvement applications have we accepted this year?
so we accepted 2, one for $680. That was from Carolyn Peterson at the depot. Her stuff is done. Carolyn Ryan, her issue is that she hasn't come to the city yet with her receipts.
Yeah,
So-
she pays it up front and then she.
Yeah,
does it.
so I did run into her on Saturday and she said she was, gonna send them, but I should probably go down there and tell them to send them to you, tell her to send them to you. Cause I don't want them to get lost.
It's not, yeah, and it's not gonna, there's not a cutoff.
Yeah, it's like $680
She'll
and
still
16
get it whether it's
cents.
now or February, but it'd be
Right.
nice if it was.
Right.
soon.
Then we did the Second Street, which was for the handicap ramp in the back. She has not done anything. So she has until June to use that or it's gonna go back in the pool.
Okay.
And then there's this one. So we had a
Okay.
budget of 6, we're at like 46. This would actually go in the 2025 budget.
Yep. Okay.
I don't think we're gonna hit the 6 grand next year because I don't know who else needs the fund.
Nope, that answers my
No.
question. Thank you.
So I think she's gonna be done, I don't know because of the weather, but it'll be a bit. Yeah, it's a pretty big, she's gonna be done, I think, this spring, but it's a big project, so it's good to see that she's doing it.
I'll make a motion to approve the business request for the facade program for Peters Insurance.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for the application request for Peters Insurance. Alright, that covers it all for new business. Public Works report is in your packet,
It is?
maybe?
It should be.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah. it
Wait,
was-
the city council meeting December?
Yeah, I was confused too. The
Oh,
city
oh.
council meeting December 10th.
He has the wrong headline on there, heading. We're gonna talk about that.
Have to annotate it on his,
Yeah, we're gonna note that over here next year.
Okay, so the city of Coon Rapids, so the auction, they didn't get the snowplow, huh?
Correct, they did not get the funding for their second snowplow, so we didn't get that. But I did talk to Jason about the snowplow still. It sounds like Coon Rapids is possibly gonna be looking at purchasing one in March.
It was a little later, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously that, I've been sending him snowplows, you know, because everyone wants to buy a snowplow off Marketplace. So he's still looking. We actually, ironically, I sent him one yesterday that he called about yesterday. It was only 12 grand cheaper than a brand new one though, so.
He actively is, he's still looking.
I mean, I know where one's at. It's missing some rear tires, but, and a windshield.
Jason will
And a
find something.
plow maybe, and yeah, it's missing a lot more. I thought you were talking about the one we get to drive around now.
No, it's the one that replaced that
Yeah.
one. All right, anybody got any questions on the Public Works report?
Actually, I don't know if this has to do with Public Works, but, and since Jason's not here, maybe Lisa, you know the answer. So, I got a letter about, I know what it's about the water and the meter and whatever, and that's
Oh,
fine.
good.
And that's great. I'm glad we're doing that. So that's gonna be tracked, like if in 30 days, if somebody doesn't call, they're gonna get another letter, they're gonna get called. I just don't want it to fall.
We need to get these are the last hand, that we need to get fixed. So yes, people have been calling to schedule this week.
Okay.
We're going to get this resolved.
I'm talking about if they don't call.
Oh, if they don't call, then Lori will be following.
Okay,
because she's the
like
one
in
who sent
30
the
days,
letters.
because, I mean, the timing is a little close to the holiday, that's
Yeah.
why I thought, okay. Okay, I'm glad it was done, I'm so excited.
I'm confused.
Oh, about the water meters, people with like, the issue we talked about a long time ago. No, the
Some
people like us that had sprinklers and an inside water meter and it wasn't reading.
At one time, when I built my house up on the hill there, I put 2 meters in, one for the sprinkler. One for anything that didn't go through the sewer. And then you know, one for your regular household stuff, sewer. What do you drink, what do you use to cook with, whatever. And that's a long time, 2007, so that's, was something that was okayed back then. You could have 2 meters, one for the sprinkler and one for the.
That's the way ours is,
every month,
and it wasn't reading,
hers
so.
was consistently coming up as not being able to read it. Jason would walk up to it, or it was conflicting, and so the same people that have consistently, for the past 5 months, come up on that list whenever he goes around to read, we're fixing them, because they don't resolve themselves.
So this isn't the sprinklers, this is our normal water?
It's the what, yeah.
Oh, it's
yeah.
our normal water.
It's your normal water one. That one always comes back as cannot read. It comes up with an exception. And so we need to get it fixed.
Well, they said it was on the inside of the house, and our water
Yeah.
meter isn't on the inside of the house, it's on the outside of the house.
It shouldn't be.
Your water meter is on the
Your
inside.
water meter's on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
I
hope
did not
it's in
know
your
that.
basement. If it's
Okay.
outside, we got problems.
Well,
Yeah,
damn.
these were ones that
Talk about
consistently.
I don't need the city shutting off my water, Joe Benda, it wouldn't be a good look for me, would it?
Because, I don't have anything to do with it.
Come down there and say, Joe Benda
Not
wants
this month
my,
anyway, right?
wants my water shut off.
All right,
That's good.
the administrator got any comments?
The only updates I had from the report was that we got notice that we qualify for the small city rate for the new family medical leave, so the rate will be a little lower, by about $700. Not a lot, that's over the whole year.
Oh, I thought that was a month or something.
Nope, it's for the whole year. I do want to, say that, and I did thank him, but I did want to just let you guys know that Kyle came in and helped out Jason today and cleared snow because Todd had rescheduled to be gone. So I thanked him, and I just want to acknowledge, maybe if you guys want to, he came in early, helped Jason out to do plowing around here, sewer plant, and wherever Jason said.
So then, I guess my question, does that reflect on, I guess, like, funds that,
We pay him.
yeah, okay, it comes out of our
It
budget at
comes
that
out of
point.
the streets maintenance, right?
I assume Kyle puts that on his time card, I'm not certain.
Okay.
Todd's generally here, it's just
Yeah.
this time he was gone.
Yeah, no, and I guess I wasn't sure if that's one of those, like,
I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
yeah, I wasn't sure if that's how we, type of thing, it just shakes out at the end of the thing, or?
Yes and no. It's just like when Todd and Jason go and run meters for Kyle.
Oh, yeah, you're
The
right.
gas commission
Is
pays
that,
them for that.
yeah,
They essentially clock out from the city side.
clock
And
in on that other side.
Kyle is salary, so therefore he should be putting it on his time that he came in and kind of,
Yeah.
or I don't know, whatever. They'll figure it out.
Okay, no, I guess it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll send him a message and thank him for his.
That's all I have.
All right. Any council comments?
Yeah, just real quick, so, I was glad to see we got the ACH. Is there ever been discussions about doing it for the gas bills?
They are.
Oh, they are?
I don't know, I'm not.
Oh, never mind.
I know if the ACH is for the water part, because we're kind of guinea pigging it to make sure that it goes through
What's ACH?
automatic,
Automatic payments?
to have your bill
Audio-
paid.
Does that cost money?
No,
It
it's
does
actually,
not. No, Lori has done a lot of work with the vendor to be able to get this to work.
Doesn't the gas commission have one?
No,
They
that's
have
the
to-
online.
Online
Oh.
pay.
But
I
doesn't that
got you.
cost money? Isn't that like a
Yeah,
credit card
There's a
fee?
fee.
but ACH there is a,
Usually if you use a credit card, there is a fee or like any type. But if you do the ACH, which
There's
is
no fee.
coming out of your bank.
Not with the gas commission.
No, that, what I'm saying is like if you pay a bill with a credit card, there's a fee added onto it. But if you do the ACH, which
Then
comes straight through your bank account, there's not.
There's
Oh.
no fee.
so I guess my first question is, could we do it for gas?
After we gotta do a month to make
Okay.
sure, and they would have to make that decision. I'm not certain if they have, I know they know.
I know we've talked about it,
Yeah.
so we will
Discuss it more.
discuss that some more.
And then maybe, I just want to jot a note down, because what I'd like to do is look at the adoption rate for the ACH, maybe in, like, how many people signed up for it versus how many people could sign, because it only saves the city money, right? Not having to send out bills, you can email your bills,
Yes,
and
and
it's
then
postage and paper.
we're hoping that since there's no fee, we'll get more people.
That's what I'm hoping the adoption rate is high, so, okay.
I know the gas commission did things where like if you signed up online or whatever it was, and this might be something that we can do too, is we'll give you a $5 discount if you sign up online. Type
Or if
deal.
you just like sign up for email bills, wasn't one of them too?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
One of the
Yeah,
things,
I'm all about,
if you do talk to people, make sure that if they're already set up with their bank to do it that way, they stop it. Because if
Right.
they don't stop that,
right,
both will come out.
right.
Alright, anybody else got any comments?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got one more. Would like to thank Joe for all that he did.
absolutely,
That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna start crying.
absolutely. It's amazing, Joe.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So we got a plaque for you, presented to Joe Benda in grateful appreciation and recognition of dedicated services as a council member, January 1993, December 1996, and January 2023 to December 2025.
Thank you
So
very much.
that's for you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for everything you've done. You are more than welcome to attend any of our meetings.
I have a few things I want to say.
All right, go ahead.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate Eric on stepping forward and doing a city. You know, it's a lot of time and it's a lot of work. But gotta say I'm a little disappointed that the other guy didn't show up. But the one thing I would like to stress is being a council person, any of you, Eric, the old ones and new ones, there's gonna come a time when you're gonna have to vote for something. And you might not totally agree with it, but it might be the best thing for the city. I think you have to consider, you know, yeah, I don't agree with this, but it does prove out to be the best thing for the city, so I'm gonna do the right thing and I'm gonna vote for what's best for the city, not what's best for me or my agenda. And the other thing I would like to say is, you know, we worked, and some of you were here and some of you weren't, but we worked very, very hard. We were in such a mess. We worked very hard to get things straightened out. And Terry Buck put in countless hours that she should have been paid for, but, you know, wouldn't accept it. But she worked hard and to get people in place like our attorney, and our administrator. They know what's happening, and we need people that know what's happening on this council. It would be a great loss if we lost, in my opinion, if we lost either one of them. If you look, I think, I heard a statistic from, I'm not positive who it was, somebody on the council. Cities the size of Goodhue. There's 3 in the state that are the size of Goodhue that do not have a city administrator. 3. So I think we gotta keep in mind all the good work, and what I like is the attorney and Lisa, they know what's happening. You know, and I know attorneys are expensive, but they're expensive everywhere. You know, I think it's important that we have somebody there that is tied in and knows what's going on with our program. We don't need to know what's going on with somebody in 4 towns over, but I think that he does a very good job of, you know, taking care of us and making sure we're doing things the right way. I know we had a big fiasco with this joint truck association. I know that was a tough one. It still is. I don't think it's completely settled yet, is it?
No.
Yeah, so I mean, but it's nice to have somebody that's, you know, knows what's going on, and in the greater part of the city. I mean, they're there doing what's best for us. And Lisa, I can say the same, she's been amazing. I mean, we were at such a loss. The papers were here, the papers were there. I mean, it was, I don't know how to explain it other than that was a mess. And I hope you continue to work with those people, because I think they're very dedicated people, and they're there to do what's best for the city of Goodhue. And I guess I'll quit rambling.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Joe. So my comments. I would like to thank you personally for coming in and doing this with me, 3 years ago. We learned a lot. Can't thank you enough for doing what you're doing. You are more than welcome to come in here anytime you want to, as long as Sandy lets you come down here. If you need a ride, just let me know. I'll pick you up. Come down here and give them a hard time. But no, seriously, thank you. If there's anything you need from any one of us, just reach out. We're all here to help you. I mean, that's goes without saying.
Yeah.
So if Sandy needs a break,
Yeah.
let us know.
She would need a break with me.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I've heard the stories.
I like that, Janine.
So, but
This is what I'm
thank
gonna
you,
miss.
Joe, for everything that you've done for the city. And anything
I
you do for the city.
I enjoyed doing it. It's just that with my situation, I have so many, I gotta go to cities for treatments, and it just, I wanna be there for my family too, yeah. And so I just, between treatments and just
Life.
everything that,
Yeah.
there,
Yep, gotta take care of the family. Gotta live life. So, no, we appreciate everything that you've done. Thank you, Sandy, for letting him grace us with his presence.
I don't let him do it. And he does what he wants to do.
Yep. But thank you as well. And then,
See, they answered the question you asked me the other day. She wanted to know when I was on council before, and I said, so damn long ago, I don't remember. It was
Yeah.
January.
1993.
When Lincoln was president.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey,
He was here, we
Yep,
got sworn in.
All right. Anybody got anything else? All right. Get a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Who did the second?
Me. Sorry.
All right.
We gotta sign the papers yet.
Yeah, we gotta sign the bills.
If you can, Eric, you just pass it over.
Meeting adjourned.